Sevgili seyirciler, şu anda Santa Barbara'da Deep Purple'ın solisti Ian Gillan'ın evindeyiz. Kendisi bizi burada ağırladı. Harika bir yer burası. Nefis bir bahçe, havuz, ev. Okay, nice to be here, Mr. Ian.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much about this appointment and this opportunity.
Great pleasure to see you.
And it's a beautiful place.
Thank you.
Can you tell us about the story of this place?
Well, I love Portugal. It's a place I used to come to regularly between tours and for family holidays. And one day my manager called me and said, Ian, have you seen the accounts? Have you seen how much money you're spending renting holiday accommodation, villas and such like?
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you just buy a house here? So I did. We came one weekend and looked at 4 places, and I just fell in love with this very spiritual place. It's called the House of Flowers, and it's very uplifting. And in fact, I was having a meal in a restaurant down by the coast and bumped into an old friend of mine.
Yeah.
And she said, "What are you doing here?" I said, I'm going to buy a house in this village. And, "Oh, really?" Yeah. I said, she said, "Is it the one with the blue gates?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I live next door." So she's an old friend, and she now looks after the place when I'm not here. So it's been a joy. And it's very peaceful. It's up in the hills. I can feel nature, and it's very inspirational. I do a lot of writing here.
Yeah.
No interruptions. And Roger Glover comes once or twice a year to, well, we call it work.
Concentrate.
We call it work.
Yes. Yeah. Can you tell us your 24 hours here or somewhere else? How you pass your 24 hours? You wake up early?
Completely, it's radical. There's no routine. I don't have a routine because I never got used to. On the road, I have more routine when I'm doing a concert tour than off the road.
Yeah.
Have to adjust according to the flights and according to the times and the travel and the work. Here I get up early normally because I hear the chickens. You know.
That's good.
And that wakes me up. And when it gets dark, I go to bed. It's very simple. When I came here, there was no facilities, no running water, no.
Yeah.
It's very primitive, very basic. But I have a few things now. But still, I like to be at one with nature. So yes, when the noise, when the world wakes up, I wake up too.
You wake up too.
So I normally get up and have a swim, and then I think about what I'm going to eat tonight. So. I do my shopping list.
You cook also?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Only simple stuff, but I wouldn't poison you. It's just, yeah, I can cook most things. I get by enough. But they have some fantastic little local restaurants here too that I use frequently. Yeah. Because it's quite social. You don't see many people around here, but I've got a lot of bohemian neighbours.
Yeah, there's
a lot of artists live round by, and so we bump into each other in the village. Oh, shall we go and have a? And you know, you start talking at lunchtime, and all of a sudden it's time for dinner. So too late to cook, so we go and have a meal.
And the sea is close here?
About 25 minutes away.
25 minutes. Oh.
And it's lovely. It's the Atlantic, not the warm Mediterranean. It's the cold Atlantic, clean and clear, and beautiful. Miles of beach to walk on.
You worked with Bob Ezrin in your last album.
Yes.
Now what? Will you record a new album with him again?
Oh, I hope so. Yes, of course. We're
the sound is unbelievable.
Yeah, we're booked in next February.
You're going to do it again?
Yes.
That's fantastic. You're going to record here or?
It'll be in Nashville.
Because now what you recorded here, I think, no?
No, in Nashville.
In Nashville?
Yeah, we do a lot of writing in preparation. We did some here, and we did some in Germany, and all over the place.
That's great.
And we've already had one rehearsal session here in Portugal. We've had 2 in Germany, and Roger's coming back here in September for some more work. And I think we should be as ready as we can. With Purple, it's completely different to any other band, the way we work.
Oh,
let's go and write some songs. Okay, so you go to rent a rehearsal room, somewhere, and everyone turns up, and oh, put the kettle on at midday. How are you? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the football team doing? How's that dog? Is it still alive? You know, all this. Did you buy that new car? Yeah, okay. We haven't seen each other for maybe a while, and then at about 12:30, everyone walks into the studio and starts playing, jamming. Pace would come in, or Stevie, Chops, whatever. Maybe one or two guys just jamming together, and then the rest of the guys. And it just 6 hours of non-stop music. They take a break after.
Improvisation. Kind of.
Complete improvisation.
Wow.
So they can find a groove, and then they jam around it. It's like jazz, you know. And the dynamics go down, and then they're up, and then somebody stops and says, "What about that thing you did yesterday? That, you know, what was that sequence?" Oh yeah, okay. So, and every day it goes like this, and so we have if something interesting that might make a song, Roger and I look at each other and go, "Press the button there," so we record it, and then we analyze it later on, and when we get together, we have maybe 20 or 30 little ideas, maybe just a chord sequence here or something here, because primarily Deep Purple is an instrumental band, primarily. And so we, you know, I'm sure they'd rather that there was no singer in the band. It would be easier for them. But I'm here, so we have to make it work. And so we do a lot of work to try and create songs within the framework of what they're doing. And so with Deep Purple, the tunes and the words always come last. With every other project, the tune comes first.
It's not easy to do that.
I think it's important. This is one of the great
creativities.
This is one of the things that Bob Ezrin did very well. He came to see us in Toronto, and he said, "I want to know why you're not writing the way you used to write." He said, "I've watched you on stage," and he said, "It's complete improvisation. You've got the framework of the songs you do, but all the bits in between are completely spontaneous. So I want to capture this back in the studio like you used to do it." And we went, because I think a lot of these acts, call them what you will, rock bands or progressive bands or whatever it was, Deep Purple was Deep Purple basically. I mean, unique, I think, in its way. But the idea of developing a piece of music, extemporization. If you get a theme, we got convinced, I'll tell you the story, because Smoke on the Water was originally 7 minutes long, something like that.
Yeah.
And it never got played on the radio, of course, nor did anything else from our early days.
Never played on the radio?
Never. Until some guy from Warner Brothers came to watch Deep Purple on tour in America and saw this song, Smoke on the Water, going, "Oh my God, the kids love it. It sounds great." So he took it back, did an edit down to 3 minutes.
Wow, man.
And then it got played on the radio. So I think we got confused a little while after that, because everyone's thinking, well, if the songs aren't 3 minutes long, they're not going to get played on the radio. And nobody's going to hear them, so we better cut them down a bit. And I think that's when a lot of the true essence of Deep Purple became suffocated for a few years, because we were trying to be, like everyone else, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No, we wrote a lot of good stuff, but it wasn't really. And then on stage, it came alive, and everyone said, "Well, it's much better than the record." And you go, "Yeah, well, you've only got 3 minutes in the studio."
Because in the concert, it's not 3 minutes.
That's
it's more
right.
than this, of course.
Now, when you get on stage, of course, it goes on to a long extravaganza, and some nights. I mean, we did the same set list. People are always talking about set lists. And a friend of mine came on the road to see 2 shows in Frankfurt and Hamburg. He said, "Oh, you did the same
song?
Same set list tonight,
Same
same show tonight as yesterday." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, the same song list." I said, "Hang on a second." So we went, and I said to the production manager, who'd got all the time, "How long was the show in Frankfurt?" He said, 1 hour, 38 minutes. "And how long was the show in Hamburg?" 2 hours and 20 minutes. Same songs.
Wow, man.